What role does our music program play in schools? Stay tuned with Parents Corner. We all know how music makes us feel, how certain songs can evoke memories of special people or places, or even how different people prefer different genres, classical, pop, country, or instrumental, to name a few. In addition to pure listening enjoyment, music has additional benefits to students. Recent studies have indicated that musical training helps develop the part of the left side of the brain known to be involved with processing language. Linking familiar songs and song repetition to new information can also help imprint it in memory. What role does our AACPS music program play in our schools and with our students? We spoke with David Kauffman, the AACPS music coordinator, to discuss. Hi, thank you so much for being here, David, today.
Certainly, thanks for having me.
Talking to us about the music program. Can you tell us a little bit about your role?
Certainly. I'm the coordinator of the music program here in Anne Arundel County, and I get the opportunity of trying to support 220 music teachers at our 120 schools in the school system, and it's really a great opportunity. And we have a fantastic music office of staff that are we really focus on providing program support, instructional support, and curricular support for all of our music program.
Great. And what would you say are the main goals of the music program across elementary, middle, and high school?
Sure. So we were very fortunate when over the last year we've been able to work with our teachers to really redefine the vision of the music program, and it's one of cultivating lifelong creators, cultivating lifelong learners, creators, and consumers of music. And really that is a focus on allowing us to understand that our students aren't just going to be music makers, although that's an incredibly important function, but there's a whole cycle of responsibility that we have to generating tomorrow's consumers as well as our future performers.
Great. And I know obviously music is happening in schools every day across the county, but I know performance is one of the areas that you really wanted to focus on today. What types of performance opportunities are available to our students to cultivate their interest in music?
Certainly. So we're very fortunate. We've got at all three levels of our program, we have elementary performance ensembles, middle school performance ensembles, and high school performance ensembles. At the elementary school level, we've got instrumental groups, band and orchestra, in some cases even percussion and boomwhacker groups. We have our chorus level at each of the elementaries as well. At the middle school, we start to expand on that, including the same offerings, but also offering jazz band for our instrumental students, some more small ensemble, guitar, and piano opportunities start to get seen at the middle school level. And then at the high school level, we have a real breadth of experiences, a large variety of chorus offerings for small and large groups, for different voice types. We also have instrumentally, in addition to the marching bands and the concert bands, we have several of our groups in our county that have steel drum ensembles or percussion ensembles, brass and woodwind ensembles. So it's a real variety of program offerings.
Great. And if I have a student who's interested in getting involved in the music programs, are they tryout based or are they open enrollment, or how does that work?
Yeah, so depending on the grade level and depending on the ensemble, there may be a selection process, but we try to find an opportunity for anybody who's interested in making music. We try to make sure that we give them that opportunity.
Great. And what grades does that start? Third grade?
So students are taking music classes as early as kindergarten, and the chorus experience is extended for even some of our youngest students. Third grade is where our string program starts, and then at the fourth grade is where the band program begins.
Okay, great. So talk to us about the all-county experience and what's the direction in developing that in our schools?
Yeah, we've been working very hard to provide a greater depth of experience for our participants through the inclusion of composer conductors, and that gives our students an opportunity to work directly with the person who may have either written or arranged the music that they're playing. And we find that that's a transformational experience when a student gets to actually interact with the person who wrote the music that they're playing. They get to really have a deeper understanding and appreciation for the work that they're performing. This year we had, in January, we had in December, we had two fantastic conductors working with the all-county orchestra. In February, we're going to have an opportunity to work with another world-renowned composer-conductor. And in April, we actually have a premiere of a new work for contemporary big band that's commissioned by the Anne Arundel County Public Schools for this year's All-County Big Band. So we're really trying to expand that opportunity, and we're very fortunate here in the music office. We've got Julie Olson, who is our festivals manager, helps to oversee all of those activities and make sure that these experiences are delivered throughout the county.
And are these type of performances things that are open to the public that they can go watch, or are they closed just for the children and families that are participating?
No, they're community events, and there is a ticket to attend, but they're at the various host schools that are hosting the events, so they are open to the public.
And how would someone find out about them in order to get tickets?
They could contact the music office and through the school system, and we would be able to make that connection for them.
Okay, great. So the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra's side-by-side and young soloist performance just completed its 38th year of partnership with Anne Arundel County. What exactly is the side-by-side program?
Yeah, so the side-by-side program is really an incredible cross-disciplinary experience for students to be able to work directly and in concert with the professional musicians of the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. We have this partnership that we've really fostered over the last 38 years to allow students not only the chance to perform alongside of the members of the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, but to be able to present that concert for an audience of 2,300 of their peers from students from the school system as part of that experience.
The side-by-side is such a huge honor. I've always looked up to this group as I was a kid. I mean, I was really fortunate to be able to see them all the time. So when I really got to work with them for the first time in sophomore year, and now I'm a senior, it was amazing. And to meet them, to meet my idols, and this year I got to work next to Emily Scott.
So the students that will be performing today with the professional musicians is just such a unique experience. And it's also this really cool reminder about how talented our students really are. The other piece is the students in the audience, right? So we bring in so many hundreds of students to come in and get to watch a performance of their peers, but also many of them have never been in a venue like this, and to experience the symphony in this kind of venue.
So that was one of a number of partnerships that you have with the county school system. Can you talk a little bit about the partnership with the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra?
Certainly. About a year ago, we were in conversations with the organizers of the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra, who were looking to create a community give-back program, and it's really rooted in the notion of taking existing assets, which in this case were used instruments, gently used instruments that were in people's homes, and really organize a collection drive. So the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra, along with Coldwell Banker, really did a fantastic job of promoting and creating this enthusiasm, and as part of their summer concert program, did a kickoff to the drive. And to date, we've received well over 100 instruments from the generosity of the community, who has really used the Symphony Orchestra as the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra's energy and Coldwell Banker's energy to really channel this instrument collection drive and ensure that students who may not have otherwise been able to have access to playing an instrument receive that access. So we're very appreciative and thankful, because it's really been a great mechanism for our students to be able to access music that may not have otherwise been able to.
That's awesome, and I know we have a trumpet laying around in our attic right now. As a person watching the show, how would they find information about where to get those instruments to in order to donate?
Certainly, they can certainly contact any of the Coldwell Banker offices in the county. There's one on West Street, right in Church Circle. And they can contact the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra. If they have questions, they can certainly give the music office in Anne Arundel County Public Schools a call.
Great. Great. Well, you also have summer camp opportunities, and I know, at the beginning of the year, as hard as that is to believe, parents are already thinking about summer camps and signing up. Can you talk a little bit about the opportunities and maybe what the deadlines are?
Certainly. So we have a very unique program in Anne Arundel County where we do an off-site overnight camp from Sunday through Thursday, the last week of July. And it's a program that allows students who are involved in vocal music, who are involved in band, who are involved in strings, to participate in an overnight camp at North Bay, which is in northeast Maryland, right up near the Delaware, Pennsylvania, Maryland meeting up there. And so we have really this cool blend of performance and rehearsal experience, as well as the outdoor experience that's associated with that camp, and it's a I got a chance to attend my first one as the new coordinator this past summer, and it was just it's an awesome experience to see the kids not only get that performance experience with fantastic teachers and conductors, but to really create a social environment and an outdoor experience in that type of setting. So we've got in regards to the deadlines, we do auditions for that experience in March, and so in the music office we've got our resource teacher Lydia Gonzalez is responsible for coordinating that, and so again, if anyone's got any questions, we do auditions for that camp experience, but we're certainly looking to have as many people come out for the auditions as possible so that we can really provide the best experience to all the participants.
Yeah, it sounds great. Good. And as a parent of elementary school children who are just starting to think about becoming involved, instruments are expensive. So does the county have some sort of loaner program?
Yeah, so we try to provide instruments where, especially in situations where there is need. Unfortunately, we know that there's never enough resource to provide it universally, which is why partnerships like the one we have with the Annapolis Symphony Orchestra are so valuable and so important. But we really are trying to be as resourceful as possible and working to try and make sure that if there's a student who is wanting to be able to make music, that we really have a place for them in our school system.
Great. Do you loan out saxophones? My son is interested in the saxophone.
We do have some saxophones, so we'll see, depending on where he is and how many other kids are wanting to play. But yes, we try to help support that as much as we're able.
Good, good. And is there anything new planned for the program?
Yeah, so we're constantly in a curriculum evaluation and redevelopment mode in our effort and our goal to try and connect music and really make music relevant for our students. Our theme for the year has been a Twitter hashtag, making music relevant, and it's really trying to make sure that our students are finding true, authentic, meaningful connections to music as part of their experience in school and as an extension of their lives beyond school. It's that you can't escape the importance and the role of music in our lives. Anywhere you turn, music's a part of that experience. And here in Anne Arundel County, we're really trying to make sure that we're leading that development and that charge for tomorrow's generation of learners, creators, and consumers of music.
Great. Well, it sounds like there's a ton of incredible opportunities, both in school and then also to take advantage of going to see some of these performances. So appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Kathy Schaefer, and this was Parents Corner. Email us at parentscornertv@gmail.com with feedback or comments, and like our Facebook page to stay up to date on show topics. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Jody Rissy, the host for Food for Thought. Later today, I'm joined by Marla Letourneau and Ken Simcox from Anne Arundel County Public Schools Food and Nutrition Services. Ken, how important is healthy access to recipes and menu items in our county?
Well, all of our recipes are healthy, all of our recipes are delicious, and all of our recipes have been student tested. We're proud of that fact. We work hard for that, and we're going to continue to get better each and every year.
To watch the full interview and learn more about healthy recipes, join me later today on Food for Thought.